it's really going back to what the purpose is of that first session and your communication. And this is massive for you all as you set up that first session. Sorry, in that first session, as you set up discoveries, you're basically expectations. That should be renamed as an expectation session. That's it. And in the first session, they should be told, here's what's going to happen. Based upon what you've told me, here's what's going to happen. You can need 6 sessions or 9, whatever you're going to propose. In the past, again, we've looked at the number of 9 session plans versus 6 these days. There's almost no 9. And how a year and a half ago was it like 3 out of 10? Now it's like 0 out of 10. Or this is the problem. When you have a patient who isn't quite ready to be discharged, it almost becomes an emotional effect on you that you think, oh, well, I promised them in 6 sessions that their ankle would be better or their back would be better. So I'm going to give them a couple of free sessions. First of all, what it does is devalues your advice and your expertise. You're doing it because it feels nice and comfortable, and we want to be friends, and we want to be seen to be helping and not taking any more money and not going back on what we said in the first session. Therefore, the problem's in the first session. Agreed? The problem's in the first session when you say, we have 2 options, 6 or 9 sessions, right? And we need to look back now at this as to how we can increase that. Something's gone wrong in that evaluation, in that setup, for it not to be getting taken at 9 sessions. Now, whether it's actually even being proposed, whether you're giving them an option still, we really critically need to look at what's being said as to the benefits of taking a 9 session plan versus a 6. Whether it's 2 we can do it, how thoroughly would you like to do this? We can do it twice a week for 3 weeks, or we can do it 3 times a week for 3 weeks. Whichever you want. How fast do you want this to happen? We can do this 3 times a week for 3 weeks, or twice a week for 4 weeks. Which one works for you? And start looking at an option. And I genuinely believe that'll have been skipped. Because if you give them the option, not everybody will take the highest, but the option always makes the lowest one much easier anyway. But 2 or 3 people will want the more sessions. If you came in and said to me, do you want to do this like just as we can, or do you want to do this thoroughly as possible? I'd just go as thoroughly as possible. All right, you need 3 sessions a week. Now, not everybody will. Some people will go, just give me the baseline. But the numbers do not lie on anything. On a span of 10 people, I did this on a call last night. We went through about 4 different scenarios where in a span of 10 people, there are 2 who want the most basic. There are 2 who want like just because they can. And there are 6 in the middle who will take like the average. And every single person here today is living exactly the same life. That if I said to you all, here's something, and you can have this version of it or that version. 2 of you would say, well, I don't want it at all. 2 of you would say, give me the top version, and the others would go, I'll have that one. That's just what goes on. So the numbers in the data cannot lie at all in terms of how those sessions get set up. It goes back to confidence, understanding what you're doing, what you're trying to do, what your real job is. Your job is not to be nice, not to be friendly, not to become their friend. It is to be a client, for them to become a client of which you protect. And you help make sure that they get the outcome that they need. To strip all emotion away from finances. You are not their accountant, you're not their bank manager. You have no issue whatsoever when it comes to money. There should not be an ounce of, you'll have to pay for that. That's the way it is. Because the same person's walking out the door and spending however much money on shoes and jeans and clothes that are completely irrelevant, that they absolutely do not need, and wouldn't think twice about it. So if the problem's in the discovery, in the evaluation, which it is, this is the critical understanding for you all to think. If you turn around and go, it's going to be 6 or 9 sessions. Now, I'm 90% certain that I can get you there in 6 sessions. But there may be a chance that we will need 1 or 2 extra visits at the other end. I will let you know as we get closer to the final session. Is that okay? Yes. Thanks, Jordan. If you skip that part and you try to put an extra 2 or 3 sessions on at the other end, you'll run into a brick wall. But if you ask them, keyword, ask them, there may be a chance that you will need another 2 or 3 sessions at the other end, but I will let you know as we get closer. Is that okay? Yes, it is. Thanks for watching this video, and if you found it helpful, and if you now find yourself thinking, I wonder what else this person can help me with, head over to paulgough.com/books, where you can find my best-selling books, which will show you how to add more profit to your practice. Or send an email to paul@paulgough.com to ask about how we can help you accelerate the growth and profitability of your clinic. And by the way, if you know anybody who would find this helpful, please share this video out. Thanks so much.